Welcome, we're just on the firing range and we're going to attempt some more extreme long range shots with this Tanaka HPA M24 Ultra Carbine. It's got an EDGI 220mm 603 barrel and it's got the G&G outer barrel setup which allows you to set it so short, and it's all been cut down. And then on top of it, it's got a FSR adjustable rail, which is a rail for first strike rounds in paintball. Basically allows, as you're shooting at long range, this is your scope and this is your barrel. As you start adjusting it, then basically your scope will stay level, but the gun will then be pointing into the sky, and that's how you increase your range, but you're still aiming at the target. So you can see that allows us to aim much higher than you can with the conventional scope setup. That's why this thing's so short, this gun. It's so that you can actually see over the very short muzzle because you're looking that close and at such an angle. So basically we've set this up on HPA and we're going to use a 0.48 grams to start with. We're at basically just under 2.5 joules. I think it's kicking out 330 with 4.8 and the limit's 335. Well, we're going to give it a go, and just waiting for my spotter to arrive at the target. He set off quite a long time ago, and I don't know if you can see, he's just arriving at the target now. He's got a white t-shirt on. It's a very long way. It's 150 yards. I'll show you that in a second. And basically, there he is at the target. Basically, yeah, 150 yards, which is what, around 136, 137 metres, maybe, and that's where we're starting off. So I'll just get my radio, and thanks for watching. Enjoy. Well, it's not an ideal day for this because I don't know if you can see the trees all moving around here, but there's a lot of crosswind. I think it's saying it's up to 15 miles an hour. I'm ready to shoot over. What's the wind?
Right, that's closer to target. You're probably looking 3 metres to the right of it over. Sounded similar sort of area, probably 2 or 3 metres to the right of target over. Oh, that was on tar, probably about lower half over. west of where I am, which is obviously in a bit of a valley, not as much over. Oh, that was close, that was on the tar. To me, it's visually behind the target. Yeah, it's close.
Well, I'm going to reload again and see what happens with this mag, and then we'll maybe swap over. Well, doing 312 feet per second with 4.8, so I'm having to compensate with about 7 mil dots and 9 degrees on the rail, so huge adjustments here. But I'm also putting a lot of adjustment in for the wind. There's a massive crosswind, and it's making life quite difficult.
That was literally, I think that was down to the right of the target, about 1 yard. Literally, it was near the leg of the target stand over. Right, that was just right to the target. It's probably centre of the target, about a foot to the right over.
Foot to the right, that shot. Chronode 311. 7 mil dots elevation. 7 mil dots.
Right, that might have just hit your GoPro. It either hit the stand for it or it hit the GoPro itself over. Right, that was literally within a metre grouping from the target on the tar. It was sort of like diagonal from me through the target, about a yard over.
A lot of wind. Eight mil dots left, 7 high. Chronograph 308.
Right, that is just left of the GoPro. There's a little double tree and it's just hit off that tree, probably 1 metre from target over diagonally. Right, I saw where that landed. 2 metres in front of me. Do you know what, I literally feel like, do you know what, I've found the BB as well. Literally where I am stood here.
A lot of wind out there between me and him. lot of wind now.
Right, that was on the tar. I'm not sure because I was obviously looking forwards over. I'd say height wise, them last two were in line with the target over. Wind's coming up a bit. Right, that was on the right hand side of the tarp, and I've just seen the BB roll straight across and out the left hand edge over. I think you were right hand side, about central by the looks of it. It was hidden behind the target. A bit more wind, it's going from sort of like 2 all the way up to 4 over. Right, that was, can you see the, well, tree on the top hand left side of the tarp? It was on the little tree on the left hand side of that, so it's quite high over.
Hey, you come over here, dude.
Rounds over there, and it's incredibly windy today. Winds, crosswinds up to 15 miles an hour, and obviously we're shooting across a valley, so it doesn't really help. So yeah, I've managed to like get some reasonable groups around the target. Not amazing, to be honest. We've had much better results than this before. It shows just how weather dependent this activity actually is. You know, when it's windy, there's a lot more luck involved. You're going to struggle. So I don't know if you can see, this is the setup we're using. We've got a chronograph on there, look. I'm showing you what velocity we're firing, 302 feet per second with 4.8. So I'll go down there and we can see if 6mm Fox can make the hit, because I can't today.
And that is 01 Airsoft Pro Gas. Best stuff. Right, you ready?
Yes, we're ready, over.
I'll shoot and then I'll see what the FPS is over.
Not registering any wind at all at the minute with this beta, over. Right, that hit dead centre of the tarp, over. Amazing shot. Was that your first shot?
Right, it was 347, and like you were saying previously, it was about 7/7 on the mil dots. So 7 high, 7 left over, and it was my first shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just left of the target, I'd say, somewhere around here. Right, it went, I'd say, long and left behind the tarp somewhere, so you're going too far over. Remember, you've got a lot more power than I was using over. Well, that's good, the legal limit's 335, over. Right, it actually hit one of the branches in the tree directly behind it. So you were, I'd say, dead centre, but you were about a yard too high of the target, over. Roger. Bang on 2.5 joules, over. Right, that just went literally over the top of the target and hit there, over. I'd say it would have hit the target, but I reckon it must have come just over the top and hit about 3 feet behind it, over. Other than that, it was perfect, over. Oh, that was absolutely identical, mate. You hit here. Literally behind the target, as in it must have just gone over the top of it. Roger. It landed about 5 foot to the right of the target, over. Yep, Roger, just try and repeat them shots on the tarp, over. Landed, I'd say, next to your rucksack, somewhere down here, over. That landed at just to the right of me, I'd say, by about 2 foot. So it was just short of the target by about 3-4 yards, but seemed in line, over. Yeah, like I say, I've got 2 good extended mags that just seem to have very good consistency. That's why I'm wondering whether or not I just put my HPA rig on that mag, which I can do without opening the actual mag. Over. Oh my god, I'd say it landed at the base of the target, you know, like in between the legs or something, somewhere down there.
Centre before, wasn't it? So, centre. 2.
And that was a hit on the left side of the tarp. I didn't see exactly where. You want to try and repeat over?
Yeah, I'll repeat that. It was aiming centre and then 2 mil dots down. Over. .330 FPS.
I heard it, but I didn't see where. So just go for a straight up next shot. Over. Hit on the tarp. I didn't see where. I'm speculating centre. Over.
I heard that.
On the tarp, I think on the right hand edge somewhere. It was very close to the target. Just try and repeat again. Over.
That was 1 down, 1 left. I've started aiming the other way over.
Tarp over.
Say again, over.
Head centre of the tarp. Over. Somewhere to the left and short, I believe. Over.
Right, aiming 2 to the left, 1 down, and 314 on the FPS over. Short. Right.
Left of the target, but there is a breeze now coming up the valley from my right hand side as I look at the target. Over.
Gonna repeat shot over. Two by two to the left.
Short and about 3 foot to my left. Over.
Yeah, wind slowly picking up again. 303 FPS. I was aiming to the right 2 and down 2.
Right, okay, let's see if you can do it.
3 and 3.
If anything, I'd say it's shorter again.
Yeah, I feel the FPS is dropping, and it's predictable, super predictable, but it's
you need that velocity,
yeah. I'm going to reload and gas a bit over.